Hi friends, now we will concentrate on extrude tool in AutoCAD 3D modeling. I have drawn this elliptical profile, 2D profile. So let us tilt this particular thing to some angle. After that I will use this tool extrude. Here I can see mode. Mode will ask for two different things. It gives options to you. Either you can extrude it in the solid manner or in the surfacic manner. So if I say solid, if you need solid, then just enter it, then select the entity to be extruded, then it will ask for the height of extrusion. Provide the height something like 5000 units. Now you can see here it looks to be too much actually for this profile, for this 2D profile. It looks to be very high. Then press Ctrl Z. Okay, but you can extrude it as per your requirement. Either it can be 100, 200 or whatever it may be, as per your requirement you can extrude it. Now I am changing it to 500 mm. You can see here it got changed. We have generated the 3D. You can go to rendering and then change this. You can see here the 3D object got generated. The 2D profile has been extruded. There are some more options in this. If I switch off from the solid to surfacic, how it is going to generate the 3D, let us see. Before that, let us select the mode. I am changing mode from solid to surface. So I have selected the surfacic option. Then I will give the extrusion height as 500. Now we will go to rendering and then see how exactly we are going to get the 3D. You can see here the inside space is vacant, it is not filled, so we got only surfacic model. Okay, you can change this. You can try out the other options available in AutoCAD for generation of 3D. So select extrude, select the entity to be extruded. It is asking for the direction. Okay, it is asking for starting point, then ending point. Normally it takes in the Z direction. Anything which is perpendicular to the plane in which we have drawn the profile, perpendicular to that, it would be extruded. The height of extrusion will be equal to the points what I have selected right now, the first point and second point. Now whatever I had selected, the distance between these two would be calculated as the height of extrusion. You can see here we got the 3D model. Apart from this, we can use other options also. Let us see how exactly we can use those options. It is asking for the path. So in order to get this, we should have a predefined path. Instead of this, I am going to use taper angle. Taper angle, it is asking for taper angle. I will make it 10 degrees. 10 degrees. It is asking for the height of extrusion also. I will make it 500. You can see here we got the 3D model. See here we got the 3D model. Okay, we have one more option, that is path. We can define the path of extrusion. So let us see. For that, this particular 2D profile is in XY plane, and we have to select one more plane which is perpendicular to XY plane. Either it can be XZ or it can be YZ. So let us select something different, that is front view. I can draw a particular line to define the path. So let us say like this. Change the orientation. It need not have to coincide with this particular thing. It only gives the direction. Then select the extrude command. Select the entities to be extruded. Then you can select the path option to define the path. You can see here it got extruded. You can change this rendering method, you can change it, and you can observe here we got the extruded part. So this is how we can generate the different parts, extruded parts. We can use different profiles and then extrude them in a defined path as per our requirement. Thank you very much for your support and valuable time.